Hideo, jazz blues guitarist in Berkeley, California. Today, this is the first guitar lesson in English. It's a blues guitar lesson. And then also, it might be the first guitar lesson using A432 Hz tuning. A432 Hz tuning I have been using for 9 years. And then most of the Robert Johnson's recordings tuned to 432 Hz. And Mississippi Blues by Willie Brown. And the 50s, Sant and Johnny's Sleepwalk, also 432 Hz. And my favorite is Jimi Hendrix live at Berkeley, Johnny Be Good. That one is also recorded 432 Hz. So there are many examples, many recordings recorded tuned to 432 Hz. So I just decided to use 432 Hz instead of 440. It just sounds good. So the best way to play along with this lesson, you can use your tuner and set to the 432 Hz tuning, 432 Hz, and then use your tuner to tune. But if you don't have one, please tune to my guitar. This is the first string, E string. Then B string. The G string. The D string. A string. And the E string. So please double check with the chord here, the E major chord in the first position. And the G major chord in the first position. So today's lesson is the blues lesson, 12-bar blues in E. And we're going to use the E7 1-7 chord and A7 4-7 chord and a B7 5-7 chord. Then it looks like there are 3 ways to play them in open position. So let's go through that. E7 first. Just lift up your ring finger from E chord. And this is E7 chord with open D string. And we put the finger back in and add the pinky. And that's a D note. So that this is E7 2. Then hybrid of 2. 2 D notes. An A chord, we might use this 3-finger A and then just lift up the second one. And then we got the A7. And then make it bar. And adding the G on the top. That's another A7. Then hybrid of 2. And a B7 is like this. The frets are from the A string, 2, 1, 2, 0, 2. And this A7 chord, 2 frets up with the bar. That's a B7 chord. And this A7 chord, the 2 frets up with the bar. That's a B7 chord. And I'm going to choose the best sound of all. Each of them. So A7, we're going to use this. There's less open string, so this is a little tighter sound. The A7, same reason. And the high G is a good one to have. In the B7, we use this most popular B7. So once again, the best sounding E7, the best A, the best B7. So the first exercise we're going to do is strumming with right hand thumb with a swing ace, ta 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 ta, or triplet, ta 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 ta, and I play the 12-bar blues. 4 bars of E7, 2 bars of A7, 2 bars of E7, and 1 bar of B7, 1 bar of A7, and 1 bar of E7, and 1 bar of B7. So I use a triplet on the first bar of E7 and the last bar of B7, the 12th bar. You can mix in any way you like to mix. So let's do this one. Just mix it randomly. So I recommend use like swing eighth first, and when you got used to it, then try to add more triplet in between so that it will fit. Any way you can mix, you can mix. Okay, the next step is try to play in the more finger picking style, which is the thumb playing the bass note, either E bass or A bass, and then the top three fingers, the three fingers are playing top three strings, and put the three fingers together like this, and then just play E string, B string, G string, so that the D string is not played. So the first exercise we're going to do with the finger picking is a pinching on the first beat, and the rest is just the bass notes, shuffling. So there was a turnaround on the last two measures. Starting from E7 chord, hit the bass note first and hit the pickup note and at the end of the first beat. So the triplet from the second beat. That's descending. The fourth fret, the third string, and then the third fret, the second string. And after you hit the kind of 0-1 here at the trill, then the bass woke up from 0-1-2 of the A string. So let me play it slowly. So that was a turnaround. So after the pinching of the first beat, then the next step is applying the syncopation at the end of the fourth beat, connecting to the first beat of the next measure, which is like this. compare the two different ways. The first one with the pinching on the first beat, and with the syncopation, the second one. The second one sounds better because it's connecting each measure nicely from the end of the fourth beat to the first beat of the next measure. Okay, so once you learn this and feel very comfortable with them, then let's add the riff on A7 chord and the shuffle. And we have same syncopation on A7 chord, but adding shuffle on that. Then B7 the same as we played before, and A7 syncopation and shuffle. And turn around. That's this version. So let me play it first. The first riff I did on E7 chord, the same as turnaround. The fourth fret, the third string, and the third fret, the second string. Sliding 3 times. So quickly sliding down to fourth fret to the fourth fret to the second fret, an open string and the E note on the D string. So when you resolve that on the E note, quickly going to the shuffle. The shuffle is the second fret, the A string, the fourth fret, the A string. We swing over the 2 string, the bass strings. Then we play the A chord. After syncopation, we just play the shuffle. The same way as we play on E, actually the 1 string down, which is the second fret D string, and the fourth fret the D string. Same riff. Just arpeggio, shuffle. So yeah, this is today's exercise and lesson. We added the riff on the E7 chord and a little bit of shuffle in between, and the A7 chord and shuffle, and the B7 is the same as before, and the A7 syncopation and shuffle, and then turn around. So let me play it very, very slow, and you can play along with me. So were you able to play along with that slow tempo? And that's really good news. Actually, we should practice in the slow tempo all the time. Well, anyway, this is today's lesson. If you have learned anything from today's lesson, please consider contributing some to my YouTube channel, I have a donation link in below, so that please consider donating some to my channel. Thank you so much. So that that way we can continue. I can continue to make this kind of video lessons, so that please support this channel. Okay, thank you very much for watching this lesson. I will see you in the next lesson, blues guitar lesson number 2. Thank you so much.